Hello, it's Captain Mike Godbout with the Council Bluffs Fire Department, back with you again today. Today we're going to give you a tour of our fire department headquarters. We'll take you through the station, we'll show you some of the things and see what we can see and be entertained by. One of the first things we're going to start with is our bell tower. You can see our bell tower right here. The bell tower is what they used to use to get the firemen to come to the fire station. They'd ring that bell and that would tell them to respond to the fire station. Nowadays we have dispatch centers, but that bell is what they actually use. We were given that bell in 1876, so it's been around quite a while. Let's go ahead and we'll move on and we'll take our tour through the rest of headquarters. Council Bluffs has 5 fire stations throughout the city. Headquarters is one of our largest stations. We have 9 guys that are assigned here. We have Engine 31 is our engine pumper that's here. It's also our heavy rescue. We have Truck 32, which is one of our 2 truck companies in the city. We also have Rescue 30 here, which is our hazmat truck. Medic 3 is housed here, which is one of our busiest units in the city. And we also have our shift commander here in Fire Car 2. You know, fire stations are open 365 days a year, 24 hours a day. So today as we tour through here, this is a working fire station. Hopefully we'll get some shots that if some trucks are here, but if they're not here, they're going to work. So we'll go ahead and we'll kind of take a tour through the station and again finish up with the tour and see some history of Council Bluffs Fire. Thought we'd start our inside portion of our tour where we start every shift here on the rig floor. Every shift, every morning when we come in, the first thing we do is where that little table is, that's kind of our coffee area. Guys will come in at shift change and they'll talk to the shift that they're replacing to see what kind of calls they want on, what equipment maybe they used, and just some information that we may need. So after that, we'll do our checks on our rigs. We go through all the rigs, we check and make sure the equipment's good, make sure everything's ready for us to go on our next call. You can see the gear racks. The off-coming shifts have their gear. We'll grab our gear, put it on our rigs, and make sure we're ready for the day. You can also see some of our workout equipment. Firefighting can be pretty rigorous at times. Not only just fires where we're going in wearing lots of hot, heavy gear and fighting fire. It's very rigorous. We also have to carry people. Sometimes people that are sick can't walk and we may have to carry them up and down stairs. So it's pretty important that we try to stay in shape. So we have a really nice set of workout equipment. Each station has the same setup for our workout equipment, and pretty much all of our guys work out just about every day that they're on shift if we have time to do so. So we'll continue on and we'll head upstairs and we'll learn more about the history of Council Bluffs. Council Bluffs Fire Department has a pretty long history. We started as a full-time department in 1883, so we have a lot of history and we have a lot of murals along our hallways here at headquarters that have a lot of interesting things. We have a world champion fire team, horse team that pulled trailers. We have some fires that we used to have that were fairly large, and a little bit about the bell tower up there, and we'll continue on down the hallway. As we mentioned before, and we all know, the fire departments are open 365 days a year, 24 hours a day. So they're always open, we're always busy. As we talked about, we start our day down on the rig floor with our shift change, check our rigs, and come upstairs. One of the things we have to do, firefighters don't have maids. We take care of our own house. This is kind of our home. We're here 24 hours a day. And as you can see, we're in a very important room for us as a kitchen. We eat breakfast here, we eat lunch here, we eat dinner here. So there's 9 of us here. We'll start our day on the rig floor, then we'll do all of our own cleaning, then we'll be in the kitchen. We've got a pretty big stove for 9 guys and a big table, and this is where we eat. Then we'll move on to the rest of our day. One of the things we have to do on the fire department after you get hired and you go through our academy, we have about an 8-week academy where you do some pretty intensive training, 5 days a week, down in our training division. Once you're out of the academy and you come online, your entire first year you're on probation. One of the things you have to do your whole first year is during the week, they're in the study room. They have to study all day long when we're not going on calls. Every month they take tests. We have skills evaluation tests, street tests because we need to know where we're going, and we have operating procedure tests and various other tests. So the first year that you're on the job, you're in here studying when you're not out making runs, going on calls. As we've mentioned, firefighters work 24 hours a day. So hopefully this is one room that we get to spend a little bit of time in here. We call this the biggest bedroom in Council Bluffs. As we've mentioned, there are 9 guys stationed here, and hopefully we get to spend a little bit of time in here at nighttime sleeping. If we have runs, we're going to be out, but hopefully we get to do a little bit of sleeping in here. If you noticed as we went through our tour, Council Bluffs Fire Department, our headquarters, is pretty lucky. We still have the traditional fire poles. We have 4 poles throughout headquarters. 2 of them come through the hallways and 2 of them come through the dorm rooms. It's a pretty good tradition that we like, and hope we get to keep those poles. You don't see them too often anymore. None of the other stations in Council Bluffs has them, but it's one thing that we do like about headquarters.
Engine 31, truck 32, medic 3, fire car 2, automatic fire alarm, 200 South 4th Street. Engine 31, truck 32, medic 3, fire car 2.
Well, that's the end of our presentation. Thank you for taking a tour with headquarters. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned a little bit about Council Bluffs Fire Department. Council Bluffs Fire is proud to serve the citizens of Council Bluffs. Be safe. Thank you very much. Time to go to work.